internet people. It is I, Mr. Tex, the fella behind the Black Pants Legion. You may have heard of a few things I do, like Space Station 13 and making an ass of myself, occasionally documentaries. Over on my right, on the soundboard, on the mix master, is the DJ of destruction, the master of disaster, Mr. Mike from Cleveland.
Hello, I'm from Cleveland, and joining me on my right is another gentleman who comes from South America, which is south of America. Say hello.
I was born in the U.S.
They stole our name. No, yeah, Goat is actually from the U.S. He just grew up in Brazil, which is different. It's that wonderful educational experience of seeing the other side, the other America.
Yeah.
You went to Brazil.
I did.
There we go.
And I still say come to Brazil.
You do.
It seems fun from
until
a
you
distance.
show me the pizza.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I'm not.
I told my mom who's Brazilian about how I showed that, and she's like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Brazilian pizza?" And it's like, like those really weird, super loaded up stuff where they use like requeijão and they burn trash. It's like, oh, that's like poor people shit. Why are you telling your American friends?
First of all, you judge a culture by poor people's slop. That's how you judge it. Like when you go look at cheap people food, like in Germany, currywurst, stuff like that, street food, that's how you judge it. When we go judge other cultures, we go and say, what is their base food stuff? That's why most of Europe looks at us and goes, ew, hot dogs again? How many kinds of hot dog do you have?
No,
we're like,
the base food is actually much better than here.
I'm sure.
But yeah, she was like, why are you, what, this is the example you're giving about Brazil?
Pizza is the yardstick of civilization. My Italian friends said
There's
that.
good Brazilian pizza. I cherry pick bad examples by going. No, I haven't, because I go on Google Maps and I screen share it and I make BB watch.
Everyone
gets
gets
painful.
Everyone gets really mad.
Yeah, and I just pull up the menus.
So the menu for tonight, Mr. Mike, bring that in. It is spaghetti and meatballs.
The other America,
or
America's hat.
As we're talking about America's hat today. We got spaghetti and meatballs, or spaghetti
boulet de viande.
Spaghetti et boulet de viande. And menu number 16, military ration, not for resale. Ration militaire.
The French.
Vente interdit.
Yeah, sale is interdicted.
Yeah, exactly. So we got the Canadian ones. Now, what's crazy?
Like us on Facebook.
Imagine being in a war zone and you're eating this and you're like, man, I'm going to give them a thumbs down.
Yeah.
Dodging mortar shells, and you're like, this is supposed to be a peace operation. What have the Americans gotten us into?
Let's take a look inside.
As we declare war on the moon or something. Got to fight the Soviet Union.
The Moon Kaiser.
Well, I like their MREs because, one, they fit neatly in a box. Two, they are actually the same companies, by and large, that make the American MREs. It's just that somebody had a hammer and said, no, make it nicer, or I break your hands.
Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, no, everything's quite nice in these. I'm not sure if any of the Canadians in the audience have ever had a
Holy
Canadian.
shit, M&Ms.
You guys have been corrupted by us.
Yeah, no,
It's
like
too late for Canada now.
serious? Like no,
Day of the Rake.
Canadian MREs are great. I've eaten a few, and I will tell you this much: I've never been disappointed. Oh, they got Pain hamburger.
They got the Pain hamburger.
That's the hamburger bread, but everyone says
Don't.
it Pain hamburger.
Wow. This is a lot of stuff. We're going to eat a lot of... I'm sure this chocolate's fine, but I've never trusted M&M wrappers. They're just paper.
I'm gonna say this: when it comes down to M&Ms, the candy shell will separate, all the colors will go, but they will still be edible in defiance of God.
Yeah, it's funny that Canada MREs give them M&Ms and we give ours Skittles.
Skittles are awful. By the way,
Yes.
Kinshin142 says Canadian Armed Forces member here. These are awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. What branch?
Thank you for standing on guard for these, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say that in French. Just pretend I can.
Tabasco, make everything better. See, we need that kind of positivity in our hot sauce.
Yeah. No.
This one, I can already tell you right now, this is probably the most expensive thing in here. This is teriyaki jerky.
Holy
What?
shit.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Such decadence.
Teriyaki jerky.
Teriyaki jerky, yeah.
That looks like something you'd buy. That's proper. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is
oh.
you're going to be pooping that for 3 years.
I can use that to clean the gun later. Is
This
that rust?
This is peanut butter.
Oh.
Standard fare. Glad to see it. Always happy to have some peanut butter.
Oh, he's in artillery.
Ah.
So how you guys enjoying the new the gun system upgrade? No, I don't want to get into that.
Here is some grape raisin. Or no, just grape. This is a grape sport.
Grape.
Grape raisin.
Grape drink.
Grape drink. Right there for
With an
that.
A.
We got 2 of them. And then we also have our Pain hamburger.
Yep, that's the invincible hamburger bun that will outlast the apocalypse.
Yeah, it's actually quite soft, surprisingly. This is apparently the colonoscopy bag they give you for the teriyaki that you will be consuming.
Yeah.
That comes out. That comes out like shrapnel.
Yeah. It's just for the lab so they can study it. And this is also a spoon with a little fork end on it, also known as a spork in America. And then this is sliced peaches, which is a dessert in their country.
Imagine finding that on a bookshelf.
This
It's under D for dessert.
This is a compressed napkin and not a cool mint like I thought it was.
I've seen somebody put one of those in their mouth.
It's awful.
They were like, "When's the flavor kick in?" I was like, "When it fills your mouth."
Yeah. These are Tic Tacs, the classic, actual branded Tic Tacs, so they definitely paid top dollar for this. And then you always have this Nescafe, which is okay. It'll get you going. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing to write home about. It's just coffee with a little cream in it. And then you've got, of course, your strawberry jam.
We have a Canadian Army mechanic here that says these were awful in the early 2000s, but got a lot better toward 2007, 2008.
And we have a weapon tech who says he stuffs those peanut butter tubes in his pockets for rucks.
Well, don't worry. This is actually this is packaged in 2019, so it should be.
Oh,
okay.
that'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like again, most of this, the
Spaghetti
ones
and meatballs.
The ones that really, really scare me are the Cold War Army rations that came in the maroon dark plastic.
Yeah.
Those things were designed to survive World War III.
The Twilight 2000 rations.
Yeah, and they were all edible. We were just like, how is this preserved? And we were like, yeah, it's Cold War.
For when you're raining down on them crawlers.
Now, this is a pretty good setup, I'm not going to lie. It looks like there's no way to actually heat any of this stuff. So I'm assuming you just eat it as is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cool with us not heating it up for once.
That's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll make it work.
Didn't come with a heat source or any other than matches, which, considering the amount of forest fires that are going on right now, I think that's a bad idea, Canada. So probably take those away.
Well, we've also got a bunch of other rations. People keep donating stuff to us, so we actually have a French RICR we can bust open next time around. If you guys want to see an actual French ration and get mad because you'll sit there and be like, "This is better than I eat." You'll be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, Goat, the best part of waking up is the spaghetti and meatballs in your cup.
Spaghetti and meatballs for breakfast, yes.
In your cup.
Ah, fuck. I unplugged my headset.
I just love the idea though of Canadians at war seem like the most horrific group of war criminals I've ever seen, historically speaking. Like, in a historical context, Canadians go from zero
There
to
we
war
go.
criminal in like 2 seconds.
Should be a lot easier to read now.
Such pleasant people, such wonderful food. I think it's all the hockey madness, you know? It allows them to
It
exercise
prepares
that.
them.
Yeah, it prepares them.
There's the Best By date. Oh, it might be good till 2026.
Oh, yeah, the veggie omelet. We had a vomelet.
Yeah, we had the 5-finger death punch, too.
Yeah, when we opened the vomelet, it made the whole house smell like feet.
Yeah, we don't live
And I
in that
mean, like,
house anymore.
It smelled like hot feet.
Yeah.
Like genuinely bad.
Yeah, it smelled like a locker room. That's not the kind of smell you want when you crack an egg open.
So the Canadians' opinion so far, first of all, said it's not a war crime the first time, bud.
A.
No, I imagine that being said like in the Canadian accent. It's not a war crime the first time, bud. I swear I used the white phosphorus for marking only.
You sound like MacGyver's grandpa.
I'm doing the best I can.
It's hilarious to me.
Oh, dude, it's Chef Boyardee.
Dude, there's actually spices in their meat.
That looks actually nice.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The only thing they're missing is some way to cook it.
What the fuck? Look how nice that looks.
I'm just gonna
get me
squeeze
a
it like
fork.
an orange. Here we go.
Like, what the fuck? Like, when you get the American MRE, it's like a glacier made out of a crashed plane that contained Chef Boyardee. There's like parts of the pilot's shoes in it. And then you have this where it's like, I can recognize what this is.
It looks good.
By the way, this MRE has turned 6 years old.
Cool. Oh, dude, they have the McDonald's bread. That's why it's called Pain Hamburger.
Yeah, no, good lord. That is
Oh.
the desiccant.
Here, give him that. Give Tex a smell of that.
Ah, yes, the undeniable scent of chemicals.
That bread smells straight up like someone squeezed it.
Yeah, but everything from McDonald's
Yeah.
is like that.
Oh, Goat's got himself an actual
Yeah,
fork.
BB has weighed in and says that actually doesn't look half bad.
Yeah. Hey, Goat. Actually, you want to go get some water for our grape drink? Well, we're gonna have two.
This is actually, yeah, happy birthday, Canadian MRE. You turned 6.
Yay! All right. Well, we've got peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, a lot of people put thought into this.
Peanut butter and jelly with the bread.
Yeah,
Nothing's
you can make,
missing.
Yeah, no, you can make a PB&J. Like, that's crazy.
Like artillery's. Hold on, I gotta eat my PB&J.
I just imagine that's
I need ammo. I need to eat.
Wait your time, bud.
It's mandated tea time.
Yeah, no. I read a story from World War II where a Canadian artillery unit literally like splashed the Germans with all of their white phosphorus as an opener. And they said that they needed to backlight them with fire so they could see where they were shooting. And I was like, yeah, I just imagine them doing that and then having lunch to make like, this. They're like, what's that smell? Don't worry about it.
So this actually has sugar, strawberries, and I'm guessing these others are just preservatives. But yeah, this is just sugar and strawberries, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's how it should be.
This one is roasted peanuts, sugar, and vegetable oil.
Yeah, but if you read the thing on the side of the American MRE, it's like contains, and it looks like a phone book. It's like, what is that on the periodic table? I need to look that up.
There we go. Let's get a look at this peanut butter. Oh my God! Oh yeah, there we go.
That actually looks actually proper peanut butter. It's not separated or anything.
Yeah.
All right, here you go, buddy. Catch.
What? No. Oh God! It landed right up. Okay.
Perfect. There you go. I just tossed Tex. All right, go ahead and taste that for me. Tell me what you think.
This is better than the peanut butter I have in there. I hate to say that, but this is better than store brand.
Well, to be fair, we did get our peanut butter at Aldi.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like, it's better than store brand. Like,
yeah,
this is
better
good.
than store brand. Damn, the pain hamburger is pain.
Oh man. No, this is good. This is like really good. I like
time
me
to
some.
wash that down with some of that delicious grape drink that Code has made for me.
The grape drink is actually quite good.
I don't believe you.
Beurre d'arachide. But yeah, no, I this is actually, I want to make fun of this,
Dude,
but I'm literally squeezing more peanut butter into my mouth right now.
this straight up just tastes like Gatorade. It doesn't taste like shitty
I told you.
off-brand or anything. It just tastes like Gatorade powder. It's actually really tasty.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
You doubted me.
Fuck.
I did doubt you because how many times have we had these?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And you're like, it's okay. And then I take a drink and I want to die. Oh, wow, man. This peanut butter and jelly sandwich is,
Oh man, holy fuck.
yeah.
This is actually really good peanut butter. Good lord.
All right. Have a meatball, Mike.
Okay.
They're
Peanut butter jelly and
very
meatballs
dense.
aren't my exact favorite food.
Come on, eat like you're 8.
No, I.
yeah, this is
When have I
8-year-old
not
ass
eaten
food.
like
This
I'm
is
8?
an 8-year-old dinner. This is
6-year-old dinner.
Yeah,
When have I
well,
not eaten
yes.
like I'm 8?
Dude, MRE menu number 69 tendies when? Chicken tenders and honey mussy.
I have an idea for an MRE. I really want to do 2 MREs. I want to make them. I want to seal them in a bag. I want to get it all professionally done. I'll probably have to get a heat gun to do it. But what I want to do is I want to do 2 MREs. I want to do a Star League MRE.
And the Van Zandt MRE.
Well, I want the Star League MRE to be hilariously impractical, like to suggest that this was the golden era where it was all graft. So the Star League MRE, you'd cut the open end of it, and it's just one enormous Rice Krispie. It's like hilariously impractical. It's
I thought
like,
it was going to be like something super elaborate and shit. Cause
no,
they're
no,
all
it's
decadent.
it's like it's a giant Rice Krispie. It's 2,400 calories of Rice Krispie, and it's like, why?
There'd be flies around it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna describe the taste of this. It tastes an awful lot like canned. There we go. Canned pasta, but the meatballs have like a. I don't know. They're not like canned pasta meatballs. They taste a little bit different.
Microwave.
Microwave, yeah.
Well, one of the other
it does taste like off-brand, like Chef Boyardee.
I want to do as well the Van Zandt MRE, where it's just like stuff they had. So you see, like somebody
Cornmeal.
No, it's like there's like one of those ball mason jars that's full of corn, and then there's like another one full of cigarettes. One of them's been smoked. It's just loose in the bag.
So I'm going to open up our sliced peaches while Goat tries to an attempt to open up the beef jerky, which probably is
Yeah, I
going to...
trim my nails, so it's like kind of painful.
Yeah, see if Tex can open it.
I can open anything. Here, throw this away, please. I've been eating
Peanut butter.
teriyaki beef jerky. Go Gadget gunsmith hands. 1 second.
Okay.
Let me cut it.
Oh, I was about to tear it in half.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was. I got it like halfway started, and the problem is the plastic gets sweaty.
Well, that is our peaches. It's in a cream-colored package.
Oh, yeah.
It says heating instructions, placed unopened pouch in a pot of boiling water. If you do not have a pot of boiling water, then you can just eat it raw.
Well, yeah,
Because
I mean,
there's no way I can...
it's a bag. You can cut the end off the bag and then drink it. Like,
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably like a pot where you can just like dump all this stuff into, but come on.
oh man,
Dude, this looked way better than the peaches I had last time.
those look great. Those now Brent makes a good point. The Kurita MREs would be boss. Have you ever seen the Korean ones where they have like bibimbap and all sorts of shit in there, and you're like, holy crap, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh man, that
Okay.
is just the Star League MRE Rice Krispie treat will have a gold leaf wrapper. It's like opening a fancy pack of cigarettes.
It's like a Wonka ticket. You open it up and you can go see your favorite mech factory or something.
You open up the Wonka ticket and it's like, you have won the Defiance Industries thing, and the date is 300 years ago.
Oh boy.
You call Defiance Industries and they're like,
We have
no.
not been in operation since the Second Succession War.
No, they'd be like, we never participated in that.
Tastes
Ugh.
like canned peaches.
Oh man.
Nothing crazy.
I think the Capellan MREs
Wow.
would just be like a book of quotes from the leader.
It doesn't look appetizing, but the canned peaches are pretty good.
Oh man, those like
All right, let's see the... Here, put it right there. Yeah. This is... Oh my god, dude. It's like a brick.
a Torian MRE would be a Davion MRE with bullet holes in it. It would be other people's rations and hardtack. Oh yes, I'd like a piece. Well, it's on the floor now.
Wipe it off.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the jerky is a bit tough. as you
It's just teriyaki sauce mostly.
no, it's almost like when you put too much teriyaki and it's like candied almost, and then they dehydrated it. Which, that being said, it being in my mouth for like a minute, it's a lot better now.
Yeah.
It like rehydrates in your mouth. It's not bad.
Yeah, this is really nice. This is actually what I expect baseline and MRE to be. In all honesty, everything that we've tried from America so far has just been like, it's borderlines on just being a monster can and like a packet of Skittles at this point.
Big Red 40 Tech says, every delicious bite of the Free Worlds League Militia MRE, you get a taste of freedom and the sorrow of bringing in the Free Worlds League. This is glory to Merrick. The Curita MRE is an enormous fortune cookie that says, I know what you did when you open it. Report to your local ISD office. And Pablo came up with the idea of a clanner MRE where they just throw a squirrel in your cockpit and you got to make do. Fight him.
I don't know why, but whenever I think about the Torian MRE, I just think it's like a Cracker Barrel menu. You know what I mean? Like a menu from something from there, like a chicken fried steak with like gravy and grits.
I went to a Cracker Barrel not too long ago, and I just said, "This is Boomer the restaurant."
It is.
Yeah, because you go in there, nothing's too tough to chew.
I like it, but it's exactly that.
It's like Denny's that's more expensive.
Yeah, Denny's with a gift shop.
Yeah, Denny's. Oh my God! So, one of my favorite things. Now, am I a brown coat or a purple belly? I'm a brown coat. When it comes down to like weird, wacky, and wild, I think that like our collection of MREs is certainly all of that. But when it comes down to like which are actually decent, this Canadian one's up there because everything is actually good 6 years later.
No, just give the whole bag to him.
No, all right.
Yeah, I put some down here too. M&M's taste like M&M's. They're not. There's no compromise. I mean, despite
they're
nothing's compromised.
They're
Everything
not even
fine.
hard, and this is just in paper.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
wax coated paper, but still.
Doesn't matter. It's been. I'm just like ah.
Now I want to say that while the outside of this MRE bag looks like paper, it's actually lined with a inside foil, which I'm assuming is why this actually stays so well and is a lot easier to produce. I'm saying, like, America should just take these MRE.
Ones, yeah, like it.
Just buy these.
I've eaten American MREs off and on for a while, and I think they're awful.
You can take the fucking leaf off and put a flag on it if you feel uncomfortable about it, you know?
Tucson, don't say shock and horror. The fact that these MREs are 6 years old and fresh is appalling.
Yeah. Now, I've had my share of Nescafe. Do you really want one?
I would like one, yes.
Goat, could you make him one? While you're doing that, Goat, I think I need to help make this MRE a little special.
Oh, no.
Why do you guys say, oh, no, all I did was get up?
No.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, the BPL is doing its UK meetup, and there's Germans there, and there'll be a Swiss guy there as well. Everyone's coming from all over, and it's really interesting. So glad you guys are having fun. But no, the thing that's kind of interesting with going through all these is you explore. But back to what I was talking about. So I used to have, hey, Unicorn Company, glad to see you. You guys do good work. One of my favorite memories was when I used to go visit my grandfather in the home. He was very lonely, and all his friends were really lonely. So I used to sneak him out and take him to the bar because I'd be like, I'm checking him out to go to church. We did not go to church, and so a bunch of 80-year-old people drinking, and I like to let them live. And so we were telling stories and what have you. And one of these old guys said, "You want to see a store that's fun?" That's how he phrased it.
Yeah.
And I said, fuck yeah, I do. Like, I want to see a store that's fun. Now, I don't take ads. I don't do endorsements. I just want you to know this exists. I would not encourage you to spend your money there. But there is a store called the Vermont Country Store that's sole advertisement is either people who go to Waffle House, or sorry, not Waffle House, Cracker Barrel, or people who are 80. The Vermont Country Store is nothing but candy that they stopped making in the 50s and comfortable jammies. That is all they sell. And I was just like, this is shooting fish in a barrel for someone in an old folks home, because they're like, I sure missed the Zagnut bar. Don't worry, they have it.
Goat, are you ready to have a new taste experience? Don't shake your head no, because I have a new experience for you. It is Oreo Sour Patch, because I feel like we have to combine these. It's an American pastime to add something sour.
I'm going to get the BAR.
No.
I will get the fucking BAR.
For this. They are Sour Patch Kids with Oreo cookies. Two things. Wait, why are you taking my microphone?
No.
You took that like a WWE wrestler takes the microphone. He like just took it with authority. I thought you were going to be like, you're wrong, brother. You know.
Wrong move, brother.
Well, let's take a look, Goat. Maybe they'll look better.
Yeah, I was like, I'll go get the BAR. I remember we put the
Look at
BAR
that.
in a photo once, and somebody sent me a message and said that BAR
Hey,
is
cheers.
airsoft. And I was like, 30 caliber.
Like Sour Patch Kids.
It smells awful. Yeah, let's take a bite.
It's a 30 caliber airsoft gun. Sure, it weighs 26 pounds of airsoft.
I don't know what to say about this flavor. Tex, you have to try one.
When did I get a
Smells like Sour
BAR?
Patch. Oh god, it's the aftertaste. Oh fuck.
When did I get a BAR? At the same time I got a 1928 water-cooled 30 caliber machine gun.
Got you a cookie.
I'd rather not.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like a lemon cookie. Not lying.
All right, hold on. I'm going to eat this
Straight
Oreo.
tastes like a lemon cookie.
This tastes like something you'd get on the airlines when they want you off.
Oh. Oh, God.
Ah! Oh! Oh! You're right. That's not a trap. That's a fucking ambush.
That hurts.
Oh, no. Oh, it stings.
It's not very good. It tastes like a lemon cookie that's gone bad.
Oh, that is bad. Oh, my God. No, as far as...
Got your Coke there. You should probably take a swig of that.
No, I don't sleep with M2. I don't have one. I don't have a flamethrower, but I do have a Panzerschreck.
Oh. I can't believe that...
It sneaks up on you
Yeah.
and it burns.
Oh.
That shit is an ambush.
I never had it before. I was saving it for you.
Pablo, yes, please call Adult Protective Services.
But you don't have to worry, Goat, because I also have
No.
a second package
Fuck
just in
you.
case.
Fuck you.
Okay, I'm kidding. I won't open that, but it's there. I will keep that for anybody at the next meetup if they want to try one of these awful things.
Well, I should say
Yes,
that...
what's better than Sour Patch Oreos? Stale Sour Patch Oreos.
Oh, dude, I got these last July.
Ugh. You know, I ate this.
Sorry, I meant October. Last October.
That's still over 6 months. It's like a pregnancy, and this is the fucking baby. It should have been aborted.
Well, look at the little babies. They're having fun on the cookies, man.
Fuckers.
I love that Chad has presumed the Panzerschreck is disarmed. That's very cute.
Yeah.
I just got to find a warhead for it.
I don't have
Allegedly.
anything else like this.
The launcher is actually not really the issue. The issue is every rocket has to have a Class 10 form for it. So, yeah.
Give it coffee?
Lord, I've had Malort. It's just shitty fucking herbal
Yeah,
distillates.
it's one of those things where if you get used to like
coffee.
Aquavit or any of the stuff they drink in the Nordic countries,
Tex.
you can drink Malort. If you've ever drank with like Danish or
Thank you.
Swedes, you can drink Malort.
Giving Tex the next Nescafe. How's it taste?
It tastes like Nescafe.
Yeah.
It tastes like someone wants you to think this is fancy coffee.
You want to talk bad liquor? Fucking Dorito vodka.
That was bad.
I had that at the 4th of July party at freaking Paranoia of the Legion's house. I drank that in front of him, in front of Pablo, in front of Pablo's kids.
Now, TMC, because that's hired steel, again, people who do good, and before they move out or we end or whatever, Unicorn Company, join the Ox, the Black Pants Legion Auxiliary, the public Discord. I'd love to pick your guys' brain. You guys do good work. And Hired Steel's in the chat. Love you guys. Death as well as Big Red. Yeah, so the guy I bought the Panzer Shrek from, he's got rockets, and he's also got Panzer Fausts. He's also got a Flammenwerfer, and he also has an 88. And I was like, why do you have all this stuff? And he said, Grandpa was a collecting man. I was like,
That's not ominous.
well, I'll write you a check today.
We will actually be getting Buckfest soon.
I will say that this MRE is a solid 9 out of 10.
It's been a good experience.
I'd say
really.
more like an 8 out of 10.
I think 9 because if you heat up that spaghetti and meatball, it's probably solid.
Yeah.
I disagree.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's have
Unicorn.
a Tic Tac.
I think adding the Sour Patch might have
Fuck
been
you.
a bit too much,
Fuck you.
but it is adventurous, very bold.
No.
Sure.
The aftertaste is something you can't
Bold
live
and
with,
brash, more
but
like
we have
belongs
to now.
in the trash.
Oh, God. No,
The mint's not going to save you. Nothing saves you from this
Don't
taste.
take this hope away from me, Mike, even if it's false.
I'm trying to get the taste out of my mouth, and I can promise you mint will not do that.
by the way, I have seen some of the
Try it.
stuff
Thanks.
behind the scenes for the next Hired Steel
man.
because I'm in it. Those fools, they put me in the video. But no, Hired Steel does amazing work, and the technical crap they've managed to pull off is stunning. Why they don't have 1 million subscribers, why they're not paid to do this full time, I do not know. But if you haven't seen them, please do. And yes, I cringe at my own performance. I watch that shit over, and I'm just like, I could have done better.
Now
How do
you
you
know
think
why.
I feel?
Yeah, now you know why actors don't like watching themselves. in
I
movies.
don't like watching much of what I do unless I'm trying to remember exactly what happened in like Space Station 13, and I look back and I'm like, yeah, it was that crazy back then.
This is fucking horrible.
What do you mean? The Oreo Sour Patch?
Yeah.
I will agree with you on that. They aren't very good. But I will say this was an excellent MRE. Thank you very much for giving us this delicious meal that we were not expecting to have. We have quite a bit more. As a matter of fact, I'm looking over at our rack. Not
What, you want to do another one?
Not at Iraq, but our rack over there.
Another one?
Not now, but next time.
Yeah, no.
Texas, give me the look.
Matter
No.
of fact, Tex is actually starting to pile his stuff on top because we have so many.
Yeah. Now, if you guys want to see, bring out the French one and show them like what you get. The French RACR is a no joke, like full experience. It is the 5-star restaurant of MREs.
Do you want to do that one next time? Let's show him.
And how am I supposed to buy aircraft with buying habits like that? It's because I didn't buy aircraft that I had the money to do it.
Yeah, look at this. This one's good until January of next year.
But look at all the shit you get. It's all cans. It's big cans of stuff.
Yeah. Without pork.
It's got everything in it. Those, oh man. The
Well-
French RACR is no fucking joke.
I think we'll have to open that one up next time.
Well, in order to keep this at least an hour, you guys want to just hang out and talk a bit?
Yeah.
We can just entertain chat and share a few things. But no, the thing that's interesting I find is that with Hired Steel continuing to push the limit in this, it eventually my presumption is it's going to take off at some point, and then I'll have to beg to get their attention. I'll be like, "Remember me? I was the mech guy." And they're like, "Ha, we don't need you anymore." But no, seriously, those guys are phenomenal. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Of course, Big Red 40 Tech, friend of mine, always say hi to them. And, Unicorn Company podcast. There are now like 1 million Battletech podcasts. I think I've been on 2 of them.
Yeah.
Maybe. Big Red, when are you going to start a podcast? That usually happens when you hit burnout. Like 8, you have to hit so many years in YouTube before you melt. Speaking of embarrassing moment.
Big Red, don't you want to be washed up like us?
Yeah, get washed up. No. As far as it goes, the madness, the absolute madness of it. I get a message from YouTube today. They're like, "Your channel's about to turn 13."
Mhm.
And I wrote back and I said, "I started in 2011. It is 2025. These guys could not care less I exist, but I have I'm ending essentially the 14th year, pushing into the 15th. And that's got me a little bit of, I guess you could say a little bit nostalgic, a little bit of looking back and realizing that's a career to a lot of people. And I've been doing it just because I love doing it. And I just want you guys out there to know that the only reason I can do crazy shit like this and make movies my way with my friends and get to be able to do crazy, crazy stuff is because of you guys. It's because of you guys out there. And so tomorrow in the Ox, I will be releasing a document that I always call the State of the Legion, or started calling that, where I talk about all the stuff we've got planned, what we're going on. But keep in mind that the only reason I've endured this long is because of all you glorious motherfuckers out there, not because of YouTube, in spite of YouTube.
Yeah. Only you guys would have watched Tamper Birthday.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube will never let that see the light of day.
Oh, absolutely. I've been around forever on YouTube. I've seen so many people come through and go, I'm going to change the world, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to become the biggest channel and then like a year later they're dead.
Yeah.
The most YouTubers age like milk. It doesn't do well because they're in it for the wrong reasons. But like at minute 1, I was into this shit just to have fun, just to have an outlet, and still fun.
Mega 64, they've been doing this since 2003.
Hell yeah.
And they continue to do it. And I have to ask, maybe they had their point in time where they were more relevant on the internet, but they don't give a shit. And I think that's like the best way to fucking be.
Oh yeah, no, like I had told people, folks on the Patreon asked, what would you do if suddenly some angel investor came along and said, I'll give you guys, $1 million a year to make movies. I'm like, then Knife Fight City's gonna be real. I'm gonna be like, Mike, get me a 35 millimeter camera. I need something that'll run like 70s or 80s film, real cheap, real good. And then we're gonna get all sound shit from the 80s.
And then that's the whole budget right there.
Yeah.
Just because we're getting film.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'll be
There's silver in that film canister.
Our house burns
Half
down.
of it disappears because of reasons.
Our house burns down 8 times from nitrocellulose. But no, that's the shit I'd be doing. I think that's the way to do it. God, a Knife Fight City movie for real.
Kind of more likable than DSP.
Wow.
Well, I'm not going to talk shit because that guy is going to outlive everything. Like there will be nuclear war and he'll be phoning it in from a bunker being eaten by cockroaches.
Oh yeah, like it's one of those things where DSP will outlast everyone. As much as people talk shit about DSP, they're like, he's the worst YouTube. He's still there, and that's the thing. Is it's not about being number one. It's about keep going.
You don't have to go. You don't have to stay ahead. You just have to stay ahead of the next guy.
Exactly.
He just reminds me of like the way you guys describe him, because I don't know anything, but the way you guys describe him makes it sound like he's like one of those like holdouts during World War II Japanese guys that they found in like the 70s.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like that's how you make him sound.
He kind of is.
That's way more badass than how he really is.
But no,
yeah.
it's one of those things where I was talking with Polish Drone Strike in the Legion, who is Polish. He was in the when we were playing the Soviet workers sim. He was the guy who was giving the Polish facts. Yeah, he's hilarious. He's actually an architect, but he and I were talking about the nature of creation, and he said that creating things costs a debt. There is a debt in making something. There is an artistic debt. And the problem is it's very easy to burn out if all you're trying to do is push a boundary like art. If you're like, I must make art, I must make the greatest art with the biggest splash and all that, you'll kill yourself doing it, and no one will appreciate it because you have pushed the boundary far beyond what people can understand. History is full of artists who have done that, where people go, I don't understand it. Someone pushes stuff so far it's generations ahead of its time.
You have to go to take a time machine to the future to go see a museum where your piece might be there. And they're like, he was just so ahead of his time. He understood us as they like fly away on jetpacks.
God, I would not trust myself with a jetpack. Have you seen people fucking drive? If they put jetpacks out there that were like Jetson style.
Yeah.
You just find dead people like stuck in buildings.
Well, yeah, of course. Like, I feel like most of the Jetsons is just like it feels like a giant Sears catalog for like 2000s.
You
know what I mean? Like,
well, I proposed in the
like
BPO.
a 1950s, 2000s fake, Sears catalog.
Well, I came up with an idea that's really bad. I was looking at Russian reconnaissance helicopters for reasons, and the Mi-1 and the Mi-2 helicopters are very 1950s egg-shaped helicopters. And so I suddenly came up with the idea of, wouldn't it be funny if there was a Soviet Jetsons? And they all had those little helicopters, not little cool cars, helicopters.
Yeah.
So like every scene where you see the city and people flying around, it's just a racket and smoke.
Yeah.
And you're like, meet boy Elroy.
That would make Fifth Element a very funny movie. More funnier than it is already.
Fifth Element's one of my favorites because the protagonist and the antagonist never meet.
Yeah.
And you don't realize that until many viewings in. And you're like, wait, well, there wasn't really a battle between. Fuck, that's brilliant.
Yeah. They like walk past each other without even knowing.
They have no idea the other person exists. And I'm just like, what a great movie.
It's so good.
Oh, God. But no, I just wanted to say, like, guys, it's been a really wild run of crazy fucking shit, and I wouldn't do it any other way. I think that the best stuff in life is stuff you can share with your friends. The best triumphs in life are the triumphs you can share with your friends. The best memories are made with your friends. And that I can build all this and have all this with my friends. I would not have it any other way. I told myself as soon as things took off just a little bit and I had a tiny taste of success, I said if I could not do this without the esteem of my friends, I would not do it at all. And I think that that is the key forward. For any of you out there who are just starting your creative process, that is the key forward. If you can't do things with your friends, if you can't explain to your friends why you do things, why you love things and share them with them, don't do it. Do something with the full support of your friends and you will find amazing adventures.
Yeah. Well said. Unfortunately, Captain, we've decided to turn down your offer and decided to attack. Red alert! That was Tex's diplomacy speech that he would have on the bridge of the Enterprise before he opened fire.
No. If I had that diplomacy speech, I'd be doing that, and then behind my back, I would be doing the shoot them emote.
Yeah.
So I'd just be doing the finger guns behind my back.
I just imagine Depp is back there on the TAC console and just
Yeah.
gives you that wink, like I got you.
No, seriously, I would just like literally be doing the finger guns, be like, yeah. No, we'll send over a care package right now. Full spread. Target the bridge. Quantum. Target the gravity.
Oh yeah.
So they can't recover from their injuries.
Yep.
I mean, you guys saw that in.
Then beam over the Cutlass team. Right? No. If I
Beam
joking,
over Keegan.
It was like Undiscovered Country. Remember when all the Klingons lost fucking gravity and they
Yeah.
couldn't do anything?
Well, that's the thing is that what I thought was really funny is I talked about how in Star Trek you have these nerdy guys go down to a planet and no one really bothers them, where if this happened in the modern day, everyone would be shooting at them or trying to kidnap them.
Yeah.
And so we were talking about why that happens. And I said, you'd have the goof troop. You would have this like platoon of Marines that were, someone tried to shoot at the science people, emergency beam out. And then
Yeah.
a second later, all these Vietnam vet looking motherfuckers come down with
Yeah.
battle rattle
they
on.
got the Starfleet jumpsuit with like the sleeves ripped off.
Yeah, they're all sitting there with the belt-fed phaser rifle, and they're just like, you goofed up.
Yeah, they got like little shield generators. They're like, oh yeah, they're using frequency 6. They just turn that on. They're like, we can't kill them now.
The guy has a phaser flamethrower set on wide spray, so he's just deleting whole city blocks.
He's just like, hey, watch this, and shoots like someone's whole lawn off.
Yeah, well, I mean, shit, in Piece of the Action, like, TOS was fucked up. In Piece of the Action, he just phasers a whole city block.
Yeah, to prove a point.
That was like
Yeah.
12 goons that went down.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, I could have vaporized that
And
shit.
then they, and the Starfleet nuke mortar.
That was-
double flash.
Well, that was-
it launches the warhead's the size of a tennis ball.
and it destroys a mountain. Like, they just hand that out to average people. Like, there's no instructions they're reading. waiting. He's just like, range it, bang, gone. But no, what what I think would be funny is you knock their gravity out in Star Trek, right? Then you beam over Keegan and his boys with like medieval battle rattle and like gravity boots.
Yeah.
You know, like mag shoes, and they're just walking on the ceiling, just going down the hallway, stabbing the shit out of people. And they're like, why have you beamed over a bunch of knights? And I'm like, because you don't learn.
Yeah, and also batleths aren't really that great to use in actual combat.
Yeah, batleth versus like sawed-off 12 gauge and a cutlass, I'd take the shotgun.
Traveler pilled.
Yeah.
Hell yes. That's what I love about Travelers. It's like what the ultimate gun of a setting really says a lot about it. That's why I laugh at a lot of 40K people when they act like it's really super serious and blah. Is you end up with like the 75 caliber gyrojet gun, which is
That explodes after it penetrates.
that's great. But you know, it's like nothing says accurate like no butt stock. And so
Or sights.
yeah, just gutter snipe sights. But you see all that, and then you go look at the ultimate weapon of Traveler, and it's fusion gun, man portable.
And it's like the demon core, but a gun.
It's like the demon core, but there's a cone.
Yeah.
Anyone in that cone is smonk. Anyone outside that cone
Is a
has
radiation.
cancer.
Yeah. No,
So-
fucking when I ran Traveler, they were doing this coup because they wanted to buy the super mega tech stuff because their killfuck soul shitter stuff wasn't killfuck soul shitter enough. So they go to the estate outside of the city, and like the guy's household and guards are there, and they form like this little barricade, and they're shooting at them. And Manglix hefts up his fusion gun and is like, oh wait, that'll kill him. So he pulls a bit to the left, so he doesn't kill the target because they want him alive. But he just has like a fucking sunburn on the front of his face.
Yeah, because
And he pukes.
oh yeah, well,
Yeah, he gets horribly irradiated, and he gives up. Okay, I'm fucking done.
well, and that's the point. Is like when you have this like a gun that just unleashes radiation in a cone, you realize what kind of Traveler universe there is. They're like, where do I get this? It's in the catalog.
Yeah.
He
There's an item number.
Yeah, you call up the NSN. You're like, can I have the cancer gun, please? And they're like, do you want it in white or gray?
Battle dress or a hazardous environment suit. Basically, Gordon Freeman could shoot it if he had a helmet on.
He doesn't need a helmet.
No.
He's been through so many games at this point. He doesn't need a helmet.
He just has like a permanent Dorito tan because of the radiation.
No,
He doesn't take his glasses off. There'd just be a line.
Yeah.
imagine a flash bulb that's constant and you can't see the flash, but it's that kind of cone.
Yeah.
It's that effect with just horrific radiation. The Traveler universe is so amazing and so fucked up, but it's a great game. At any rate, I think that about sums things up. I've said my piece. We've had our dinner, and I'm gonna get a Tums because that cookie is kicking my ass.
That cookie's awful.
I
can't wait to unleash it at the next meetup.
If you put those cookies into coffee, you would ruin the coffee instantly.
The aftertaste is what it gets you because you'll eat it and be like, oh, this isn't bad. Like I said,
I just burped and I tasted
exactly
it's
the
awful.
Cookie. It's not whoever combined those together. Shame on you. Oreos are fine the way they are.
Do you think there's like a lab with the Oreo guys and they're all sitting in there like the paperclip scientists?
Yeah.
I just imagine them all with like heavy German accents and they're like, this cookie will combine the secrets of hard candy and Oreos.
Well, and they bring in taste testers. That's how they do it. So like random employees from the company will go into a lab and they'll sit in a booth and they'll give them this. And it's like, taste it. Please describe on a scale of 1 to 5, how powerful was the sour taste?
Yeah.
How powerful was the burning taste?
The guy's front half of his face is caved in from how sour it is, and they're like, I'm going to rate that a 3.
This one didn't lose his hair.
He's not crying, so it's not that bad. TMC, if you can get a German MRE, get with me. I will pay you to ship one. They're really rare in the U.S., but I've had one once, and they were interesting. I stand by my paperclip scientists making MREs. At any rate, I will see you guys later. Be well, stay safe, take care of each other, and remember, you don't have to be here forever. Have a good time.
Take care.